Alrighty. Here we go. This is round 2 of the Galaxy Division in Quantum Racing League. We're around the Bahrain International Circuit. We've 15 drivers today, maybe a couple more. That's kind of it. Session's starting now. Short qualifying, 18 minutes long, and then I think it's a 28 lap race, I want to say. It is going to be completely dry, of course. It's the desert. How tomorrow's race in the Omega Division will start off with some rain forecasted. So yeah. I think we have a driver for every team, if I'm not mistaken. So that's good. Always good to have that. I apologize for my loud keyboard. No one coming out yet. We see a little action down at the Alpine garage. Ferrari, Mercedes, all look like they're going to come out. So I'm really glad the stream is working much better, because last time it was a disaster. I'm going to be honest with you. It was not pretty. Stream just did not work at all, but I've found a fix, and it's looking very good. So everyone, of course, I assume, is going to be on those soft compound tires. Here comes Falcon, Mr. F, as he was last week in the AlphaTauri. Looking at the race results from last week, he finished 8th, and also in 8th place in qualifying. Our pole last year was a reserve for Alfa Romeo. It was Jesse, the Season 2 World Champion of Omega Division. We have one Alfa Romeo reserve here today. Haven't seen any indication of pace from him. The only Omega driver we have is Kippo, who also raced last week. He got a P5 in qualifying and a P5 in the race as well. Our winner from last week is not here today, Mentoki, however, runner-up and P3, also P4, Wolfie. So Hydro with Williams for Sengen and Wolfie, all here today. We have a lot of new drivers. I'm gonna say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new drivers today. So that's just over half the grid is all new. So yeah, it's exciting to see what we could have in store here today. Looks like we're gonna have the AlphaTauri Falcon, Mr. F, P8 man from last week. Looks like he's gonna put the first lap in of anybody. Number 5, Sebastian Vettel. As it goes down the main straight, there's a lot of traffic kind of going to the last turn, but it looks like everyone's been able to sort themselves out. No problems there, which is very good. What's up, G1 Gaming? Here, you can say whatever you want. It's live chat. Obviously, don't say anything, you know, within reason. I won't be able to look at chat that much. I'm just gonna probably have it open on my phone, because the overlay is not working. As we go down to turn 10 with AlphaTauri Falcon, DRS enabled down the back straight. Everyone, wow, there's a lot of drivers on that. We have a yellow flag in sector 2. There's Mercedes. Both Mercedes new this week, Flabosi and Poison Death. That's an interesting name. A lot of Xbox usernames, you know, 4 digits at the end of their name. Oh, we actually have 5 of them. 5 Xbox drivers, and also oh my god, Flabosi. Can't even talk today. Mr. F. Falcon. I'm going to go home Falcon for today. He crossed the line with 137. Kenneth, oh my goodness. Kenneth absolutely obliterates his time in Williams with the 129.4 flat. Across the line is the other Alpine versus Sengen. He looked very fast. He goes provisional pole with the 129.2. Comes the Haas of Carlos from Mexico, as he is. 7/10 off the time, which isn't bad at all. And the Mercedes beats his time. He goes 6.5 tenths down. Good George goes last. Favosi's not on the lap, but Hero Man Ben. That's just gonna call him Ben or Hero, I guess. As Rosso goes P1 with a 129.138. That is 1300ths. Just over a tenth quicker than Versenken in the Alpine. So pretty close to the top three, just under 3/10 between them. As Pink Panther goes 6th, and we still have a couple more lap. I don't think Frankie got one in there. Oh. Is that a Mercedes off? I think Poison Death's had a little bit of an off coming out of turn 2. And little turn 2, turn 3 complex. And oh, what's going on behind him? Alfa Romeo simply following him. Both gravel in their tires. Doesn't look like any damage from them, which is good. So yeah. No one on a lap again. Actually, no, there's Frankie is down to turn 10. I don't know how much he's improving. Hopefully more than the others. Also, for Bose has gone off again. Earlier we saw Dodge Demon is on a lap just behind Frankie. So maybe you get a little dirty air out of it. Oh, that looks like a horrid. Oh, he's blacked off. So Frankie Bear's the only one on a lap at the moment. He's gone wide. And he somehow does not invalidate. I don't know how that wasn't an invalidation. He's currently without a lap. As on the track. Crosses the line. Oh yeah, definitely at a moment. But last sector. Apologies. 8 seconds down on P1. And we have the AlphaTauri, I think, on a lap. Dodge Demon. About to start his next one. Pink Panther coming in the pits. Everyone coming in the pits now. Kippo's gonna start his first hot lap in the Aston Martin, number 72. The infamous 72 in the Aston Martin car. Of course, last year we saw Fernando Alonso take a P3 in that Aston Martin, coming back from P6 on the grid. Also a good race from Lance Stroll. 2 breaking wrists coming to P6. What can Aston Martin do today? Only one car out compared to Red Bull with 2, Mercedes with 2, Ferrari just 1, and then 2 for McLaren and Williams. AlphaTauri also with 2. Haas was scheduled to have 2, but one of the drivers was unable to make it to the very last second, which is a huge shame, of course. So yeah, Kippo, pretty good lap so far. I wonder if either of the Red Bulls... No, I don't think they're... I think Burnsy's on a lap, actually. He comes around to the final corner. Number 9. Coming out. That sexy Red Bull. Of course, they haven't changed in a couple of years. So he's not going to improve at all. He's 9 seconds off. He's going to go slot in the P11 for now. 3 drivers with not competitive lap times at all. As Kippo, wow, so it's a second, purple second sector there. As he comes around to the final corner, and to the line, decent lap. Across the line, P4 for Aston Martin. Just under 4/10 off the Williams on pole position. He took P4, by the way, Rosso, apologies, and Kippo took P5. Versengen was the fastest driver out on track right now. Last time he put P3 in the top 2 of Austria. They're not racing today. Let's see, we have a Ferrari Wolfie crosses the line for P8, just under a second left, so we have 8 drivers within a second of each other. That's not, that's a pretty big pace distribution compared to the Mega Division, which just sees crazy. Everyone's just so close to each other. Favossi is on an outlap, about to start it off. Burnsy, I think this is going to be an actual lap. I doubt it. I don't know. I think he's way off. He's something to improve from his 9 seconds off time, but not an ideal lap. Crosses the line. Oh, it's actually a pretty good lap. 1.3 seconds off, though. He only lost in the P11, ahead of the AlphaTauri Falcon. Which I know those two are a little bit of friends, they said in the chat. They know each other from different leagues, I would say. Both Williams on a hot lap, out lap, sorry. There's 8 minutes left in the session. I think we see this AlphaTauri. No, he's backed out. Dodged him, and he actually has been a pretty good lap. 7 tenths off ball time. Kippo's definitely backed off of this lap. You see both Pink Panther coming around. I think Frankie Bear's on a lap. Crosses the line. No, he's unimproving here. Next lap is the one for him. Poison Death to start his hot lap. Flavosi's coming down the back straight now. And we see the Ferrari of Wolfie. No, he's not going to improve. I just see Kenneth, I believe. No, he actually is coming out turn 10, but he's not the Williams about to cross the line, just Rosso to start his hot lap. See, Flavosi goes P12 on the Mercedes, and Versengen on provisional pole now. 2 tenths ahead of Rosso with a 128.9. We are in the 128s, my friends. You see the other Red Bull coming into the pits. So yes, there's Alpine 1. Well, there's only one Alpine, and there's a Williams 2-3. See Carlos Jeff put in a P4 performance. He improves 5 tenths on that time. That is a good lap. Puts him just ahead of Kippo and just over a tenth behind Kenneth, who is about to finish his lap. He's actually almost 2 tenths up on this lap. We'll see the Williams come across the line now. DRS enabled. He's able to improve, but not enough to put himself on the front row ahead of his teammates. So he's just over 3 tenths behind for Sengen. About 2 tenths behind his 1 tenth behind his teammate. The Red Bull starting his hot lap of Good George. Oh, he's already invalidated before it even began, and he's pulling over. I don't know what he's doing on the grass. Probably just going to keep it easy and then try to get a good lap. Next lap. Rosso, yeah, it's his time to maybe reclaim that provisional pole from Versengen. He's about 2 tenths down, but he did improve over a tenth through the first 2 sectors. Look at that purple helmet. That's the helmet I use in the Omega Division. Is he going to cross the line? Number 29. Can he improve? He can. Wow, he's only 400s now ahead of Versengen. By the way, well, we missed that. Poison Death went into P3 in the Mercedes, but it's just 4 tenths the difference between Rosso and Versengen, who had a brilliant battle last week in Austria at the Red Bull Ring. Poison Death, good lap from him. Flavosi, can he improve? No, not on this lap. Carlos is not improving. What about the other AlphaTauri Falcon? No, so I think everyone's not really on a lap at the moment. Pink Panther, he improved about 5 tenths last lap. That's a great improvement from the McLaren. They had a really bad showing last week. Only Frankie Bear was able to participate, I believe. He DSQ'd from qualifying. I think eventually... Oh, I think he picked up a couple points, so it wasn't a complete disaster. We see Kenneth's going to come into the pits. Good George on his lap. He... Oh, no, I forgot. Silly me. He invalidated before it even began. So, yeah, we're just waiting, kind of. We have about 5 minutes left of the session, so people are going to probably peel back to the pits. And then start a lap again. Kippo. That DBX 707 right to the halo. He's down 600 through the first sector. He's definitely one of the contenders. He has a lot of experience. He back on the F1 2021 game, he was very, very good. He almost did win a championship, actually, and then lost another one. Since then, it's been a lot of bad luck, a lot of unfortunate bad races. He's had some highlights throughout his career. I'm his friend. I've known him for a very long time. And he's coming through Sector 2 now. Can he put on a show here at the Bahrain International Circuit? Coming to the second sector. Oh no, this is not going to be improving whatsoever. Falcon comes around the final corner now. Can he improve at all on his lap? The Sebastian Vettel number crosses the line. Improves 2 tenths. Now 2 thousandths behind Flavosi, who, speaking of him, is just right behind him, but he's not going to finish that. Kippo's going to slide into the pits. And let's see. Wolfie's pulling all. I don't even know what Wolfie is doing here. 42. Oh my goodness. Just ignore that. Burnsy's about 4/10 up on his lap. That could put him up there. That's only on the first sector. And there's a big pile up in the last sector there. See the AlphaTauri go off. 3 cars, Hero Man across the line, and he puts himself P9, just ahead of Wolfie, about a 10th behind, actually exactly a 10th behind Dodge. Burnsy, okay, so he lost a lot of time in the second sector, is only about almost 2/10 up, so it's not really going to put him anywhere, unless he can find a lot of pace in the third sector, in the last turn. Red Bull, he's putting it off. Red Bull, who's been so dominant in 2023, absolutely killer, and it looks like they're going to win another championship yet again in 2024. Fernando Alonso already saying the championship's locked up before it even start the first race. Testing ended just yesterday at this very track, and we'll see them Formula 1 return next, I think Thursday. I think the race is going to be on a Saturday through the Ramadan. So let's see, Falcon is, I guess, pulling the pits. Everyone's going on their outlaps. Top 5 and Kippo all on outlaps at the moment. Now Carlos coming out, so we could see McLaren, a Pink Panther, 2. Bossy's going to come into the pits. And Versengen, is he starting his lap very early on, coming around the final corner with over 2 minutes left to go. So that's very early. He's maybe going to go for 2 laps, 2 hot laps, or maybe 2 out laps. I do not know. Yeah, Versengen comes to the first corner now. Pretty good exit there. I mean, you can't really tell. Whoa! Oh my goodness, it's a big slide. I wonder if he's going to back out. The Alpine is really struggling on grip, coming out of turn 2 and 3. Into turn 4, he locks up, he goes deep. It was a pretty good exit, despite the lockup, and he's over 2/10 down in this time, so I don't know if he's going to be able to prove it all. Yeah, he's going to back out, so he's backing out. Rosso, provisional pole man, I don't know if he can do anything. Poison, is he improving? Not sure. Rosso, first sector, he's a 10th down as well. Everyone's going off, and I think there is a, AlphaTauri, Dodge Demon, who's gone off just after the first sector time. I don't know what to call it, the line, the first sector. Sector time, there we go. Sector line. Kippo's about to start his hot lap, he's in a pretty good position. Carlos as well, very good. Just a perfect amount of track condition at the end. Poison Death, what is his second sector time looking like? He might have dirty air from the Alpine ahead. If he slows down more, he's 5/10 down. It's not looking like an improvement. Kenneth is also starting his lap. Kippo's just coming around the first corner now. As we see the other Williams or Rosso, is he improving? The number 29, he might be. I don't think he's backed out at all. This looks like a good lap. He's 400th ahead of Rosso. We see the other behind him. He's invalidated. Oh, no, he's coming to the pits. Rosso, what is he doing? With 20 seconds remaining, I wonder if my time is a bit bugged, but Versengen's retired, so no. It's going to be Rosso on pole unless someone like Kippo can deny him. There's a lot of people on the outlap still. Yeah, Hydro, Rosso retires, Wolfie retires. Bit of an anticlimactic finish here. Unless someone like Good George, no, he's coming to the pits. Everyone's coming to the pits. I think it's going to be Kippo, who's 200s up. Donald qualifying. It's going to be Kippo, maybe Carlos or Kenneth. Kenneth is a little bit up. Poison is way down at this time. He's not going to improve. So Carlos and Kippo. Kippo's over a 10th up. Maybe he could put himself ahead of the Haas of Carlos into the top 5. He did hit a purple sector 2. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Kippo to do it. Carlos he sets a purple sector 2 just right after that, so he's on a good lap. Kenneth's gonna finish at P3. I think it's gonna be Williams 1-3 unless Kippo can deny it. He goes P5 ahead of Carlos. That's a good lap, only 4/10 behind Rosso. Carlos was 2/10 up at the first 2 sectors. Can he get anything here? As Poison, he's not on a lap. It's gonna be Carlos. He comes P5. 200s behind Poison Death. He gets ahead of Kippo. And I think that is it, boys. Rosso's on pole position. After last week getting P4. Pink Panther, he's a little bit up. I don't know if he can get anything higher than P7. He's the only one on a real lap at the moment. It's Rosso on pole, 1-3 for Williams, for Sengen only 400s behind, and as the top 4 all did not put in laps at the end. That's really surprising. I don't know what happened there. They just messed up their final attempts. Pink Panther improves a little bit, but it's not going to be enough for any position change. And then we have Rosso on pole position. Frankie Bear in chat, he's saying he got brake tested. I wonder if there's going to be a report after the race. No idea. Anyways, that's it. Rosso taking the pole position. And a pretty convincing pole. I mean, not really. It's 400s. And so, yeah, he's saying AlphaTauri brake checked Frankie Bear and the McLaren, who only finished P15. So, a reminder, everyone, at home, we are going to restart. That's just a thing we do to avoid bugs and such. So, yeah.